Hello. Hello, y'all. Welcome. Thank you for answering the phone. Every time I call you right there, y'all always answer. And I really appreciate y'all. And I don't take y'all for granted. I want y'all to do. I took a break, if you will. And I know it's like, not really. But I took a break, meaning I took a day or two and I ain't record anything, and because I had to get some of my thoughts together, and because this is my my ritual, late night confessions. I usually, tell my people where I'm at, mentally, physically. I have pretty soon I would be going home. And please, yes, I mean like home. Thank you. Hold your applause. Thank you. But people might be totally confused. Like, that's a good thing, ain't it? Depends on how you look at it. Like, I have a problem with celebrating. Like, I'll celebrate when I'm winning by 10 points and there's 3 minutes left. You know what I mean? And I'm trying to change that, because like I can see the finish line, but it ain't time to celebrate. And if I can have a topic for 5 minutes of y'all time, that would be my topic. Just because you see the finish line and you in first place doesn't mean that you start celebrating. And a lot of times in my past, because I start celebrating with 3 minutes left and I'm up by 10, I don't pay the 3-point line no attention. I don't peep how many fouls or whether we in a penalty. And every time I foul somebody, whether they can go through the line, score, and stop the clock, I start getting lazy with the ball and start believing that I can make turnovers, or I can't, I can stop playing defense and stop doing the stuff that got me up 10 for the game to be 3 minutes away from my victory. And I don't mean a personal victory over someone or something, relationship-wise or nothing. None of that corny shit right now. I mean like a physical, like a self-inflicted victory where you've been struggling with something and you've been going through something, and like you see God walking you to the door. That's the blessing is on the other side of. And the craziest part about it is it's like an alcoholic celebrating a year clean by having a drink. It's the same thing. And I need people to be very understanding. Like, not saying that people would think this, but I just hate haters, because they all the same. I've been in the hospital for 32 days. I've been in the hospital. Then I went to a body rehab, where you learn how to walk. You learn how to balance yourself out because something has been taken from you. Or you have these situations where things are put in a place where you necessarily might not have a home that's safe enough for you to, or your own space to get antibiotics through IV, or they need to switch it. None of these things were true for me per se, but I would say I chose to come here because Blue and my mother was like, we want you to go and be safe and sit still, most importantly. I would like to thank those two young ladies, you know, my mother, Blue, my significant other, telling me that they know me and they figured I wouldn't sit still. I probably wouldn't, you know, but now me sitting here, and the craziest thing about it is the easiest way for you to realize you're not crazy is to go in a crazy house. You know what I mean? Like, you know, we pray crazy and we acknowledge these things, and you get put in a crazy house, you be like, get me the fuck out of here. I ain't crazy. These motherfuckers crazy. It's the same thing when I view sick. I can feel down on myself. I can feel bad. I can feel worried about what people are going to think about me, how people are going to look at me, how I'm going to be viewed. I can think of all these things. But one of the blessings that God has given me through accepting advice from people who I love was the ability to be in a spot where I would have complained before, I no longer complain. I see people, instead of having toes or a foot, 2 legs gone. But I still see this guy walking every day around the campus. He got shorts on. He don't care who sees his metal legs. He doesn't have fear of people recognizing him. And he's one of the most transparent, open, in-your-face type people. Hello, how you doing? Always worried about someone else other than himself. And I say that because I just have to like stop and give pause to the awe in which I happen to be a part of, where all of this was ordained and meant to happen for my benefit. Because I was in the hospital for such a long period of time, and some incidents that happened to me in other places that I shouldn't even been with or there. I developed some phobias and anxiety and claustrophobic. Being claustrophobic is one of them. And God brought me here to also let me know, like, you don't have any of that no more. You one of my children. You can't listen to these people who say you're gonna have it for the rest of your life. Like, I didn't have one panic attack in here. Not one. Not one time did I feel like the walls was closing in on me, or I felt like somebody was doing something, or I had visions or any of these things. And even though some of them conditions are caused by real effects and real events that happen to me, but the bottom line is I can truly sit here in front of you and say that I'm free. So really, I ask the question, why feel sorry for me? And I'm not saying having empathy or sympathy for your brother or your cousin or whoever I might be to you, to like say, like, I feel bad that he's gone through that or he's been through that, but to see the work and see the end result of what transpired by me going through this trial, the finished product of it. I just hope that some people are able to understand and see God has something way better than anything I could have had. He manifested something in this man's life that I confess to care about, that I don't think anything else in that short of time would have been able to accomplish. So, most importantly, if you remember nothing else from this venting session, late night confession, remember that just because you see the finishing line doesn't mean it's time to celebrate. Remember, if you don't have anyone, or no one told you they love you today, I do. And also remember that you can have a great day on purpose, not by accident. And please try to remember that if you choose to be miserable, that's exactly what you did. You chose to be miserable because you could take the things that make you miserable in your life and you can remove them. To God be the glory, Decopbo 1.